Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. Today, we're taking a look at another board game video. This is 878 Vikings. It's in the historical series by Academy Games. There's a few games that follow this same engine. So this game is the year 878. It's not a phone number as one of my friends thought it was. It's the year 878, and the Vikings are invading Great Britain. So there's sections on the board, and the way do you win is if the Vikings ever, at the end of all four players, are past this point, if they take, 14 cities, they win the game. If at the end of 4 rounds, or 4 turns rather, there's no Viking cities taken. If the Vikings do not take any English cities, then the English win. I've never seen the English win by that. Most commonly, there's the Treaty of Wedmore, rather. So there's one card for each faction. So there's 4 factions. There's green, blue, red, and black. The green is the Fen. The blue is the Housecarl. Red is the Berserkers. Black is the Norsemen. And when they play these cards, that's them signing the treaty. So once the treaty is signed, if the Vikings have 9 or more cities, the Vikings win. If the Vikings have 8 or less, then the English win. We got our butts kicked. Adam and I were the Brits, and Bex and Lisa were the Vikings. So Adam, what do you think about this game?
I enjoyed it. It was difficult but fun.
Yeah. Adam said that he thought it was stacked against the British. It's funny because every other time I play it, everybody says it's stacked against the Vikings. Lisa, what do you think?
It was pretty good. A little confusing with the battle system, but overall, it was pretty fun to destroy you guys.
Let's talk about the battle system. So let's just pretend that there's a battle over here. So what you do is the defenders always roll first. So what you do is you take dice for the defenders. So in this case, the most green has is 3, and the most blue has is 2. And they're defending because the evil Vikings are rampaging. And then you look at this. This is a hit. This is a hit. And this is, so first off, one of the green guys will flee into a flee circle. That means they ran away. And then black has to take 2 hits. There's only 2 hits, so they would die, and that would be the end of the fight or something like that. These are command. So the meaning I could take these guys and send them to additional shires to help out. It's a cool way of having them spread out the board and fight. So Bex, what did you think?
I found it excellent, especially because I won. But no, aside
Any
from
game
that,
she beats Adam, she's happy.
pretty much that's our
every
goal.
game.
As long as we beat Adam. No, I thought it was really fun. It was a little bit hard to get into, like when you got to pull certain cards, but once you get that down, I think
Yeah, the
it makes
language
it a
on the
lot
cards
easier.
can cause arguments. I agree with that. And then there's
Those
other
option
cards.
commas.
We played the base game. I don't know the game well enough to do the expansions, but there's extra cards that you could. So these are like extra events that you could take out the old events and put in the new events to once you know the game well, you could, before the game begins, you could sit there and build your deck secretly without telling. So then the other player's like, I wonder what cards they have, But I don't know the game well enough. And then there's a bunch of expansions. Like you can have the Vikings like take sieges and you could build walls and stuff, but I didn't want to get too complicated as of yet because I don't really know the game that well. But any closing remarks?
I would definitely play again.
Yeah, I'll play again. It was a little rough because I messed up kind of the order of the rules. There's here we go. I'll show you. So this is like the cheat sheet. So there's the reinforcement phase. If you're the Vikings, you flip over a Viking card, and then you get like, how many did you get on that last turn?
We got 14 Norsemen and 6 Berserker when we pulled out the card for Ube Ragnarsson's
Right.
army.
And it's funny because every Viking player goes, I don't get it. You guys get so many guys. And then you got 17 guys on the last round. So then you do the reinforcements. So the first thing you do is if you're a Viking, you invade, you pull everybody who retreated, ran away out of here, and you get to place them. Then you have to place a movement card. And that's why you don't want to play the treaty cards until it's advantage to you. Unfortunately, the only card that I had on the first turn was a treaty card, so I kind of, was handicapped from the beginning. Then you do the leaders move around, and then you do the battles, and then you draw back up to 3 cards, and you just repeat. This is these dice, you put them in the bag. So you put all the dice in the bag, and then you pull them out one at a time, and that tells you which faction goes first. If I could get a die out of here. So here, the Norsemen would go first. Then they do all of their stuff, all the reinforcements, battles, and then the Housecarl goes next. So you never know who's going to go first. So sometimes you're praying, I want to go first. And then later on in the game, you realize going first isn't really that good. You kind of want to bat cleanup and take everybody out. So there you go. This is the player mat. The board is over there, but I'm a crazy person. I kickstarted it, so I got the player mat and everything. The only thing I'm missing is the Viking ships that by the time they got to me, they said they ran out and they can't get any more. So I'm a little annoyed about that. But other than that, I think it's a fun game. Any closing remarks anybody want to say?
No.
Fun. I would definitely play it again.
Would you play again, Lisa?
Yeah.
What about you?
100%.
Would you, next time we'll switch? We'll be the Vikings, you two be the English?
English? Yeah.
Yeah,
Kick
that'll
your
be
butts
fun.
again.
Yeah, we'll try that. All right?
And then the English have it stacked in their favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks the other, that's one of the things about this game is everybody thinks the other team has it stacked in their favor. All right. See you tomorrow with another video.